Hi everyone, this is Victoria coming to you from my home library while we are on lockdown for the pandemic. It sucks, but here we are. I'm here with Ollie. This is Ollie. Say hi, Ollie. He doesn't want to be up here, but I forced him. So we are hanging out together, and I thought I would take this opportunity. I'm gonna put Ollie down. There you go. To show you some of my books. So right behind me is one of the several different book storage area options we have here in this small apartment. They kind of have to go wherever they fit. So the way that I sort my books is by number one, where they fit, and number two, certain categories. I do have some African American fiction here, some just regular general fiction here, and then some LGBTQIA fiction, some kids books there down at the bottom. One of the fun things about my job is that I get to run the Love is Love book club, which is the LGBTQIA plus book club for adults 18 and over. We have a meeting of the book club normally, in normal times, the fourth Monday of every month, and it's held at the Shirlington branch. And it's great fun, and I hope you can all join us when that fine day comes that we can leave our houses again. But in the meantime, I thought I might talk about a couple of the books that we read in the book club this year that I liked a lot. And one of them is called Pulp by Robin Talley. Pulp is a dual sort of narrative. It's two parallel stories, a girl who's a teenager in current day and then a girl who's a teenager in the 1950s. And they're both writers. The teenager of current day, she's going through a heartbreak period, and she stumbles upon the pulp fiction of the 1950s that used to be written. Basically, it's lesbian themed fiction, sometimes, but not always, certainly written by lesbians who were deeply in the closet by necessity. The books were published very cheaply, and they were sort of hidden in places like bus stations and drugstores. They always had lurid covers of, women sort of together, and they would be like Women of Twilight would be the title or something like that. The modern day teenage girl gets drawn into those books and decides to make a project of the women who wrote them. The other parallel story in the novel, Pulp, is about a real pulp fiction writer set in the 1950s, and what she goes through with her relationships, trying to hide, wanting to publish a real love story about two women, and all the hurdles that she has to face. It covers a lot of great subjects, like the troubles that government workers had back in the day, back in the 50s, and up to probably now, being found out at work, and they could lose their job, and not only that, but go to jail. So it covers some serious topics, but it's also a relatively light read. Highly recommend it. Pulp by Robin Talley. That is one that we read this year. And then more recently we read a book called Tin Man by Sarah Winman. Very thin novel, just over 200 pages. This novel is about a friendship between two young boys. They become the best of friends and really the only people in the world that they can count on. They get in a more serious romantic relationship, but then they get a little older, they separate, and along comes a woman that one of them falls in love with, marries. The story is about the three of their relationship, their relationship between the three of them as they grow older together, and it's very well written. The prose is sparsely written, but it hits every note, and I would say it's a quick read, but don't read it quickly, because I think it's the way it's written, it can be lingered over. One of the quotes that another author, Matt Haig, wrote on the cover of the book says, "Breaks your heart and warms it all at once," and I would agree with that. Yeah, so Tin Man by Sarah Winman. That is basically all I have for you right now, but I hope that we can continue to do these shelfies. and I hope to be part of it. So hope to see you soon. Hope that everyone is safe and healthy and staying indoors and socially distancing. Would love to see you back at the library when we can all do that safely again. All right, take care, everyone. Thank you.